So I heard you're wanting to get your CJO. I'm here to help. Hi, my name's Kamaya, and I got a CJO from a regional airline, which a CJO is a conditional job offer. And I have a couple of tips and tricks to help you, yes you, get a CJO. I got my CJO January 23rd, I believe. I had an interview with an airline, a regional airline, January 21st. And I got my CJO January 23rd. So for some airlines, it's different. They'll either tell you right then and there if you got the job, or they'll tell you a few days later to a couple weeks later if you got the job or not. The way that I prepared for my CJO or my face-to-face interview was making sure that I had comfortable clothing. So they're going to tell you to dress in business attire. And that can mean a suit and some flats, a suit and some loafers, a very nice tailored dress, and some heels. And the heel should not be like 6-inch heels, like that's too big. You just want to make sure that you look the part. My advice going in, I would say make sure that you are comfortable. If you are not comfortable walking in heels, do not buy a pair of heels for your face-to-face interview. They will be judging how you walk and how you look and how comfortable you look in your clothing. If you have clothes that are too tight or too loose and you don't look the part, that can be a reason why you're not getting a CJO. So I would suggest going in something that you're comfortable in, because if you look comfortable, you feel comfortable, you're going to present yourself as confident and they're going to see that. I had on flats, I had on slacks, and I had on a turtleneck and a blazer. I was very comfortable in my outfit. My shoes fit me very well. And yeah. Tip number 2, you want to make sure you're smiling. Smile, smile, smile. You should give your best smile. If you don't like your teeth, you can just be like, or, they want to see your personality. So making sure that you're smiling is really good. Making sure that you're greeting everyone, because you don't really know if you're going to be greeting another candidate or a flight attendant or the hiring recruiter. You're talking to everybody and everybody's looking at you. So you want to make sure that when you go in for your face-to-face interview, you're greeting everyone, you're remembering names, and who you spoke with. You want to make sure, for example, if their name is Sally, you say, hi, nice to meet you. They're going to say, hi, my name's Sally. What's your name? My name's Kamaya, blah, 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 blah. It was so great talking to you, Sally. Thank you so much. You want to put your best foot forward when you're at your face-to-face, just so that you can make sure you secure that CJO. Another thing that I did for my face-to-face, I wrote down everyone's name. So if people were presenting to us, I would write down their name and how long they'd been at the business, just so that I could remember. And later, if I wanted to talk to them, I knew their name, how long they've been for the business, and their job title. So I didn't have to ask them the same question again, so that they wouldn't have to be repeating themselves like a broken record. And I was able to, carry conversation on from that. Tip number 3, ask questions. Engage. Really engage. Ask a lot of questions. Personally, what I did is I brought a portfolio, and I had 3 questions written down that I wanted to ask. 3 important questions that were very important to me, that I wanted to ask. And I asked those questions. During the presentation, they'll have time for you to ask questions. Ask as many questions as you can, just so that you can put your best foot forward. And then once they go off into your separate face-to-face interview, ask questions as well. What sets this company apart from other companies? Why did you want to work for this airline? How can this airline support its newer hires? Things of that nature. Just ask all sorts of questions. Ask about commuting, ask about uniform, ask about pay, the environment, all of that. Tip number 4, be prepared for your face-to-face interview. Make sure that you're on time. Have your birth certificate, your social security, your passport, have that ready, but also make copies. make copies of your social security, of your birth certificate, of your passport, because they're going to ask for those things. You want to make sure you also have copies of your resume because you don't know if they're going to ask for that as well. So just be overly prepared. That is a huge piece of advice that I would give to someone who's going to a face-to-face interview, is to be overly prepared. Have everything in your portfolio neat and ready to go. Try to stay calm. I know that's easier said than done, but being calm and just breathing and just be like, just knowing like whatever the outcome is, I'm very proud of myself. You are going to do so good. If you stay calm and just zen, really, and just interact with other people and try not to be too much in your head, I promise and assure you that things are going to go so smooth. Like I said, this is either my third or fourth face-to-face interview that I had. And this was the most calm that I was. I was the most prepared. I used the internet to help me curate questions. I used YouTube, TikTok to help me figure out what to wear, what to look out for. I researched the company's mission statement and stuff like that, just so that once I got to the face-to-face interview, I was prepared for any question that they would ask. Pack in advance. Pack your suitcase. If you're coming from out of state, so like say, for example, I'm in Georgia. My interview was in Minnesota. I packed days in advance so that I wasn't scrambling the night before to make sure I had everything. So I packed my toothbrush, my TSA approved toiletries, lotion, wipes, face mask, my portfolio full of my birth certificate, my passport, my birth certificate, all of those things. Pack in advance for your face-to-face interview so that you're not scrambling the night before. Last tip would be, if you don't get it this time around, do not give up. You never know when you're going to get your CJO. So just keep applying to different airlines and putting your best foot forward, and you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Whether it's your first time or your sixth time trying, maybe even your 10th time trying, you're going to get it. Just don't give up hope. For me personally, I had been trying since 2020. It's now 2026. So I was trying for 6 years and I finally got the job that I wanted. I hope these tips and tricks help you get your CJO and pass your face-to-face interview. Thanks for watching. Until next time.